Hi Scorpios, welcome to your reading for January 22nd, 2024. If you found your way here, you are hopefully going to find something that helps you out. These readings are timeless. I just had this card kind of sitting here, so the Chariot, something may be happening soon for you, or swiftly today. We're just going to leave that one as your opening energy. You can enter to win a free reading with me on 2/22 by entering free reading in the comments. Otherwise, let's go. Nice. All right. I'm actually feeling the Mushroom Hunter's Tarot randomly. Okay. So I think we're just going to do a Celtic Cross spread. Current energies. We got 3 in your current energies. Queen of Cups, the World, and the 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, so you're closing out a cycle of like not having compassion for yourself, or like not being comfy in your own energy. Basically, the Queen of Cups with this 9 of Cups reversed and the World, yeah, closing out a cycle of like having compassion for basically everyone else and then like not giving that to yourself, which is cool. I mean, now you're learning how to do that, right? That's what your current energy is actually. So you may not be having compassion for yourself in a situation where you really need to. Crossing you, Page of Wands. A child, maybe. Situation regarding a child. Enoki mushrooms in this deck are cultivated by this fairy in her garden, and like wild enoki mushrooms look entirely different. So there might be something about here like what you've been cultivating. A red-headed child is standing out. That's so interesting. That's not usually how I read this card. The Page of Wands can also indicate like a new project, or something that you really need to give your something you really need to give your time to. Your inner child. It could be you might be like the redheaded stepchild, and like you may have internalized that growing up. This 9 of Cups reversed is really throwing me off here. I'm gonna read it. Yellow Fairy Cup, Lemon Drop by Sporella citrina. Though the yellow fairy cup has a maximum cap size of only 4 millimeters, this mushroom is hard to miss. This is because it has a tendency to grow in swarms of hundreds and sometimes even thousands. Though considered inedible, this fungi's appearance is reminiscent of lemon drops and the sweetness they bring. Their abundance is a wonderful reminder of the overflowing beauty of the world. Contentment, fulfillment, and gratitude. Okay, so I was totally reading this 9 of Cups like a 9 of Pentacles. Okay. You're having some difficulty like cultivating appreciation for the little things. I think this came up in your reading last week, Scorpio, where like you were kind of, instead of like just taking on your projects and like enjoying them, and you were like feeling overwhelmed by the amount of work there was to do and like just not doing them at all. King of Wands is the tools you have to work with. So the King of Wands is like you knowing what you want, taking action towards it. So you have the capability and the vital energy to take action. And also, the King of Wands sits in his throne. He doesn't have to take action. So you may have already taken the actions that you needed to take, and you may not be aware of it. This reading is so bizarre. Okay, past. The past is 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles and the 9, you might be seeing 9 as a confirmation of this message. But the 9 of Pentacles in your past is like you feeling fulfilled in your own energy, being in relationship with spirit, developing like your symbolic connection with spirit, um, reaping your harvest. I want to read this Nine of Pentacles because I want to know about like the specifics of the mushroom that's on here, or the truffles. Some mycologists believe that the summer black truffle harvested from May to August may simply be an immature specimen of the autumn black truffle. The slight differences in taste, aroma, and appearances are likely due to seasonal and environmental factors. The summer black truffle, for example, is not quite as intense in flavor and aroma as the autumn black truffle. It has a paler interior flesh and prefers sunnier spots as opposed to the shaded areas where the autumn black truffle is found. Whether the same species or not, they are still differentiated for culinary and commercial purposes. Prosperity, leisure, financial independence, and self sufficiency. Okay, so in the past you were working with those energies, which is not bad at all. Self-sufficiency, becoming self-sufficient, taking the actions you need to, and sitting where you're comfortable. The specific message on this card for this King of Wands is this gnome sits where he wants to. That's where he wants to sit. So, your wishes, your ideal for this outcome is the Ace of Swords. That's cool. The Truth. This is the artist conch. You may have been waiting for a truth. I don't even know what to say about this. I think we're going to pull all the cards and then we'll clarify them. The ideal is for the truth. Has somebody been lying to you? Like, you've been self-sufficient. You've been having compassion in the situation for basically everyone except yourself. Closing out that cycle though. And then you have the Page of Wands, so this like new thing you've been cultivating. This Ace of Swords is like out of the blue. Okay. Future. Page of Swords reversed. Okay. Queen of Pentacles for how you're viewing the situation. Sorry, that one wanted to jump out. How others view you in this situation. Two of Wands. Parasite. Oh, okay, cool. That's great. How your hopes and fears are the Soldier Mushroom reversed. And the outcome. Nine of Wands. Yeah, 999. You might be seeing the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. So what I'm seeing is you're like done being in this energy of like the wounded warrior. You're freaking sick of it. The way you're currently viewing your situation is as pretty stable and well established. You kind of have all the bases covered here with the swords, the pentacles, the cups, and the wands with major arcana as well. But there's a lot of fire in this reading. There's more fire than anything. In this Page of Swords, this mushroom hunter is getting like a little slice of this giant puffball. The Page of Swords in the regular tarot can mean somebody who's spying or watching. You may find that you've given a lot of thought to a situation thinking that somebody was watching and they like weren't. The Queen of Pentacles is your current energy. The Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles is your current energy is really lovely. Her skirt's full of all of these lovely truffles. She's really grounded, really stable, and I like the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Wands. I like fire and earth together as a combination. Like, that's really a balanced energy to be in. for your outlook, and then also just the tools you're working with in your situation right now. In your past, things weren't that bad. Like in your recent past, I don't know about your entire past, so we're just not going down that road today, gratefully. And the Ace of Swords. A truth may be revealed. The truth being revealed is your ideal for this outcome. Because other people are viewing you in this Two of Wands. I want to read this Two of Wands. Decisions, travel, planning, forward movement. Though it may resemble a cancerous lump of charcoal growing primarily out of birch trees, chaga mushrooms have been used as a medicinal tea in Siberia and northern Europe for centuries. It is believed to boost immunity and fight inflammation, and may be used as a treatment for diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. It remains a popular health supplement today and is a primary ingredient in many powdered mushroom elixirs. Oh, whoa, that's a trip. Okay, so the first thing that came to my mind when I saw these was like a parasite, but it's a chaga mushroom, and chaga mushrooms are like really good for you. So this is how other people are seeing you, and it's a like very classic beauty is in the eye of the beholder situation. It's like you're not for everybody, Scorpio, because not everybody can see your value, or they don't even have the intelligence to understand like what you bring to the table. And I think that might be the truth you want to be revealed for whoever this person is you thought was watching, but they're not even watching. um and that's good. That's good. That's your ideal. That's part of the truth, is like you don't want this person watching you anyways. The Nine of Wands reverse is you coming out of this wounded warrior energy, and the Knight of Wands reverse is great also, because it's like the Knight of Wands upright can mean somebody flighty or inconsistent. And so this Two of Wands indicates that you've made a decision. You've like kind of walked through, like you've done the work with the Queen of Pentacles here to establish a solid foundation. And the Nine of Wands reverses, yeah, you coming out of wounded warrior energy, or maybe refusing also to heal, to admit that you were like a victim of something, which could be the truth that's coming out here. Like if you, the Nine of Wands, part of like that healing process from trauma is to accept that there is a level of being victimized. And it doesn't mean you have to be in a victim mentality. It just means like that happened. Like it's important to accept that happened on the healing process. And it's one of the blockages for a lot of people in the healing process, because it's so damaging to the ego to realize like, wow, I was a victim of something. But this is you coming out of that, or finding the tools to. I kind of want to know why these are reversed, because there's something like blocking it. Eight of Swords, something about your mentality. Eight of Wands, 8899, huh? It may just be like a matter of timing. Like you might be thinking that you're out of this wounded warrior energy when you're like kind of not. Like there's more tools for you to sort of gather or gain before you can sort of evolve into that next bipedal like evolutionary step. But this is you've already walked through the gates. Oh, I see. So you have done the work internally to establish this really good foundation, and you've made the decision to move forward. But you're realizing, I think, as you move forward, that your wounds are sort of maybe hindering your progress a little bit. But the honest truth is that you're making very fast progress for whatever it is that you've been through. Um, And the Knight of Wands reverse is telling me like this isn't like a one-off. It's not like he's got this fire and this mushroom, right? And he's like cooking. And this card talks about the stoned ape theory, like where, you know, we did mushrooms and then our brains grew, or we like learned how to cook, and like that evolved the way that we interacted with the world, and thus we evolved. I think this is you quickly realizing like your evolution may not be a priority right now. You're healing. You're healing. That's it. You're healing. And I think you may be having some really high expectations of yourself. Typical for a Scorpio. That's okay. The 7, yeah, with the Chariot as that overall energy of the reading, is the truth is you might feel like you're moving a little bit too fast. And that your wounds are a little bit heavier than you anticipated. 3 of Cups. You have support around you, you have community around you, and you have good friendship coming from this. So it's okay that you're in this energy of like not being fully healed. The connections that you're making now are, I'm hearing for life connections. And I think by autumn, with this little pumpkin here, this feeling of being like, man, why don't I just, why aren't I just, like, that's what's coming through with the 9 of Wands reverse and the Knight of Wands reverse. Wounded warrior energy all the way. This is you like denying your wounds, and them holding you back, and like quickly realizing like, oh, I need to like accept that this is kind of where I'm at and like push through it anyways. And that's gonna bring community for you, or is bringing community for you. 4 of Cups. You might not be happy about this, but that's okay. Like, it might, yeah, like not operating on your best, at your best, is difficult. It's difficult, but this is a spiritual lesson, right? Especially for your ego. I think that's why all this fire is here. Interesting. 1802. I don't know. I think I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards and we'll call it a quick reading today. Page of Wands on the bottom. Again, lots of fire. We'll read the Page of Wands. And then, yeah, a couple oracle cards. Inoki. Let us not forget that mythical beings are mushroom hunters too. When the Page of Wands hunts mushrooms, she doesn't limit herself to just those in the wild. She'll often forage from our personal stashes. Here she flies away with a bouquet of cultivated enoki. There's a large difference between the appearance of the wild and cultivated varieties of this mushroom. While wild enoki mushrooms are distinguished by their larger reddish-brown caps and thicker stems, cultivated enoki mushrooms are entirely white, with thin stems and much smaller caps. This mushroom remains one of the Page of Wands' favorites, as it's a perfect addition to a nice hot bowl of soup. Inspiration, adventure, new ideas, limitless potential, free spirit. Okay, so you may have like a lot of ideas, a lot of things you want to do, which is why this is crossing you right now, because you're not fully healed. It's like you've covered all the bases except for like one, and it's in the Suit of Wands. The truth. Okay, we'll clarify this truth. We'll clarify the truth. We'll clarify the 9 of Cups reversed. And we've already clarified these. The truth. Yeah, the truth is this is a spiritual lesson about your ego. King of Cups. Not to say that your ego is huge or anything like that. Only that whatever you've been moving through is teaching you like that all these creative ideas and notions that you have can sort of be like, while you may be capable of doing all of those or engaging in any one of those, there's something about the worth, the emotional worth. Excuse me, I've not been well. King of Cups upright, emotional balance, and Temperance reverse with the Nine of Cups reverse. Yeah, and this is to clarify your all that fire. Temperance reverse. You may like rush into projects or things that you enjoy, and either you don't follow through with them or you totally burn yourself out. And this is you. Oh, King of Pentacles reversed. Learning to have compassion for yourself as you engage in these projects, and sort of moving at a little bit of a slower pace to find like what is, medicine and not parasitic for you. Because it's possible when you're like in that sort of tortured artist space to give yourself over to something that just takes and takes and takes and doesn't like produce results. And I'm not saying that you have to produce results in order to create anything, right? You can create whatever. But this reading specifically is talking about like finding your medicine. And that's a big journey. And it's no wonder that your ego is being tamed here. And I don't mean that again from a space of like you have a big ego. This is like you're sitting under a tree contemplating, and in contemplation and meditation, it's like your monkey mind tells you that you want to move your feet or you want to move your legs or you want to move your arms, but your meditative mind says be still, be still, be still. And this is you finding a way to do that. King of Pentacles reverse is the person who's been watching you. This is somebody who abuses their material wealth and abundance to the detriment of others. So you may have been dealing with somebody who was like holding a carrot, dangling a carrot that never. I'm hearing that what's her name? Alanis Morissette song. Thank you. How about all them? Something dangling carrot. Something. Thank you. Yeah. So this is somebody who was dangling a carrot that they were never going to drop. And yeah, that's why you don't want them around. And I think that might be part of the truth that you're dealing with here. What's Temperance reverse with the Nine of Cups reverse is your Ten of Pentacles. What? Your Two of Wands. This is your medicine. All right. I'm still confused though. All right. Nine of Cups reversed. So in the Nine of Cups, your cups floweth over, right? In the Ten of Cups, you're like in happy, emotional connection with others. In Temperance, you're able to stay balanced like this King of Cups, right? You're able to temper fire. But you're a water sign, Scorpio, and there's fire all over this reading. And I feel you might get mired down in emotional stuff with this Nine of Cups reversed and Temperance reversed. And so your ego lesson to bring you your medicine and your Ten of Pentacles is about remaining emotionally balanced, like not letting your water overflow. I have some stories about water. I've had multiple cars flood. I've had a house flood. I've had like just water everywhere. It's crazy. Anyway, I understand this lesson, I think is what I'm trying to say. part of the reason you need to be able to manage your emotions is because you are getting your medicine. You're walking through that doorway and you're becoming like unchained and untethered, right? And so you need to be able to manage your own path without getting carried away. Excuse me. Again, with that page of wands that was out twice, it's like you may get this fire, this inspiration, and then kind of like get carried away, and then it like peters out. This is you learning discernment about which path to follow. And you may be finding that the path you want to follow is a little bit less glamorous than you expected it to be, but it brings your 10 of Pentacles, which is like the ultimate glamour. You know, oh, glamour magic. I'm hearing glamour magic. You might have been tempted by glamour, yeah, with this King of Pentacles reversed. And you're overcoming that quite quickly. You're finding the truth to that. High Priestess reversed, somebody who is blocking your intuition, dangling that carrot, quickly moving out of that. Judgment, making a judgment call, the right judgment call. Judgment moving in your favor. Resurrection. 9 of Swords. Death. Oh man. Okay, cool. Putting an end to that nonsense. You and your power as the outcome. What's this 9 of Swords? Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles has been at the base of this reading twice already. There's lots of like doubles, mirrors, like in this. 2, you might be seeing 222 as confirmation of this message. Yeah, and you might just be really worried right now about like other people's judgment of you. Again, this like parasite or medicine. And I think this is maybe part of the lesson you're overcoming is like learning to remain indifferent towards the judgments of others, especially if you're like a seer or like very intuitive, or you're doing something that's unconventional, or you're like an artistic temperament with temperance here. This is you learning to like walk through that doorway towards your power, standing in your power, knowing you probably will be judged, and maybe it will give you anxiety, but you have every tool that you need to like overcome. And also, I mean, resurrection is like your jam here, Scorpio. Like, this is you very fully in your power. You might be afraid of your own power, but you're super grounded. Queen of Pentacles came out twice, or you have somebody around you who's super grounded, who's like helping you out. 10 of Pentacles here. Don't be afraid of your own power. Easier said than done, right? What can Scorpio do to not be afraid of their own power? The World reverse. The Hierophant. Mirroring. Again, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Look at this. They're like a mirror. The Hierophant is the major arcana number 5, which indicates change. He has the keys to like institutional change. You may be working in an institution or with an institution with judgment here, maybe like something law, like regarding law. that gives you anxiety. Like you may feel like you just, the way things are around this is just like messed up. With the King of Pentacles, Page of Swords reverse, like, but whoever you're dealing with here that has sort of created this situation, they're like, I feel them as like this little like bug. I don't even know how to describe that feeling. It's like I had this bug fly like boom and bounce off my cheek yesterday, and I was like, ugh. Like I barely saw it come in, and I also didn't think anything of it. You know, I was just like, oh, that bug almost died in my eyeball. Like, I'm glad it didn't. Like, this is the amount of energy this person's bringing to the situation, whereas like you're way like more powerful. So yeah, you might fear your own power. You might fear bringing an end to something established in your own life, even that would, I think, allow you to allow you to be more intuitive, or allow you to be more stable, more stable. The Tower reversed, yeah, more stable. As I say that, like you're afraid of stability, Scorpio. This reading had a bunch of cool synchronicities in it, but stability is good. Stability is the Ten of Pentacles. It's like it brings you into your power. You're afraid of stability because you're afraid of your own power, and you feel like like being unstable or being in unstable situations can excuse you from bringing the power to the world that you have. That's what this is. Whoa, that's your truth. Okay, let's pull a couple oracle cards because you got this, Scorpio, and then we'll close it out. Okay, Shaman Oracle? No. I've been really enjoying the Guardian of the Night. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Spirit, please give Scorpio a couple of lovely messages to close out this reading. Send all negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold. Amen. Injustice. Justice reversed. We have card 11. So you're definitely dealing with something regarding an injustice that was done. The Star. The Ace of Pentacles. Six of Swords. The Magician. The Queen of Pentacles. Again, are you kidding me? We used 3 decks and the Queen of Pentacles came out every time. That's incredible. Like the chances of that happening. I'm not a mathematician, but I know they are slim. That's so crazy. Okay. I'm not going to read the meanings for all of these. I don't want to focus my energy on the injustice and the wish reverse because I think you probably already know what that is. We will look at the Queen of Pentacles though, and then we'll do an intuitive real quick. So the bat, or the injustice here, is literally like the deer. Its antlers indicate like connection to spiritual realms or the crown chakra in like animal symbolism, and the star is the crown. So this was that King of Pentacles reversed, Page of Swords reversed person who was like blocking your intuition in your crown chakra, you as like the high priestess slash hierophant, maybe somebody you were married to, with the justice system being involved, excuse me, they were blocking this crown chakra for you. Gosh, I'm just like a total mess right now. um so that was the injustice you were suffering, but you have this brand new beginning because of it. You're moving, and you have moved to calmer waters because of it, and you have the tools of manifestation. The Ace of Pentacles with the Magician together is like a really beautiful, like grounded wish fulfillment with like every idea of what it is that you need to do and to make that happen, all the tools to make that happen. The Magician also, though, goes through the entire tarot all over again. So you maybe like the world was reversed at the end of like the tarot poll that we did. So you may be avoiding closing out a cycle because, yeah, you're afraid of coming into your stability knowing that it's like here, and also knowing that like that's a brand new cycle through the tarot for you, or like a new karmic cycle, right? Even new dharma, if you've closed out like your karmic cycle and even your like lifetime, like your past life cycles, maybe it's totally brand new and you're just afraid of the unknown. The Queen of Pentacles, though, I want to read this card. I love the rabbit on here. It's so pretty. I love this card. It's so pretty. Queen of Pentacles. Long after I created the King and Queen of Pentacles, I discovered the book A Shaman's Guide to Spirit Animals by Lori Morrison. Morrison lists the cow's keywords as love, generosity, and compassion. And for this royal couple, nothing could be more accurate. When you encounter the Queen of Pentacles, you know it. She's warm, motherly, and generous, almost to a fault. If you are in need, she is there, ready to support you however she can. If you are about to jump on an idea and the Queen of Pentacles arrives, go forward, knowing that your resources will not be harmed and, if anything, will grow with her support. The Queen of Pentacles asks that you approach your situation with the same loving energy that she offers to the world. Oh, yeah, you had the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups reverse. Yeah, enter into the situation with compassion for yourself and the idea. Cool. Be generous, be kind, be supportive of all those around you, and all that you give will come back in greater abundance. Although wealthy and accustomed to the finer things in life, this is not an energy of garish opulence. No, it is an energy that creates space for all to flourish. When you take on the role of the queen, not only will you feel like $1,000,000, those around you will as well. The cow brings stable, grounded energy to your situation. This noble and revered animal brings with her the natural energy of a mother, a nurturer, a companion. Call upon the cow's spirit when you need to feel comforted and cared for during times of stress or uncertainty, and she will create around you a loving space for you to thrive. Grace, nourishment, sacred guardianship, good fortune, and focus. Yay, that was really nice. I hope that was helpful to you, Scorpios. I'm going to close it out here. Please let me know if it was. Go ahead and comment, like, share, subscribe. You can book a personal with me on my Etsy or join my Patreon as well if you like for other readings. So thank you. Bye.